Amy Barrett Daffin of C&T Publishing, and today I'm here to talk to you about these awesome new Sashiko stencils. So we have these stencils here, the Sashiko stencils, and we're calling this the traditional collection because we'll probably do more. And I just wanted to show you how they work. Right now, I'm stitching out a pattern on some wonderful fabric that is oak shot fabric, because it's got one color of thread going one way and another color of thread going the other way. And I just wanted to take a minute and tell you about that because it's probably my favorite fabric to stitch on. So you might remember the handy pocket guide that we did last year by Sylvia Pippin for Sashiko. This little thing seemed to be the perfect product for COVID. Everybody's bought it, they love it, and there are so many great stitches. And one of the things people asked us is, would it be possible to put some of these designs into a stencil pack? And so that's what we did. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So Sashiko is an amazing Japanese art of stitching, and this package of stencils comes with 9 different designs. And the way that these are put together is really wonderful because you get them in a reusable bag, but you've got the stencils in here, and then you have some instructions on how to use them. So there's an instruction booklet in here. It shows all the different stitches and then tells you a little bit about the author. So you can see them all right here with the instructions and how to use the stencils. So let's get stitching. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the 3 stencils. So you've got this one, which has these nice repeat designs. This has some balls and then some more intricate designs, and this one is, I think, the most complex, and it's just beautiful. It looks like lattice work. And then you've got this one right here, which has diamonds and overlapping squares, and then some really pretty lilies. I believe those are lilies. We're going to call them lilies. So these are the 3 stencils right here, and as you can see from what I'm stitching, I used this template. So what I did was I started it, how did I start it? I think I started it like this. I started like that. So, and then I repeated it twice. So I had it once, and then I lifted it, and I lined up my, my marks, and I marked it out again. And so let me show you how I did that. How am I going to transfer those designs? Let me show you. So we just came out with this wonderful white essential transfer paper, and you can use it on fabric, you can use it on wood, glass, metal, just about anything that you can transfer a design onto. This transfer paper will work. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like and how to transfer the designs. So it comes with 12 sheets. Now these sheets of paper are so tissue paper thin. So you can see this is the transfer side and this is the back. So what you're going to do is you're just going to set your transfer paper down, and then I'm going to pick one of my stencils, and I think I'm going to go for the circles. And I'm going to set the circles down, and I'm going to move my design a little bit into the middle, and I'm going to grab my trusty ballpoint pen to mark it. So the one thing you want to remember is, you know, when you get your stencils down, you don't want to move them. And I suppose you could tape it, but I'm not going to do that. I try not to touch tape. So I'm going to go ahead and start marking at the top and just moving to the side. And so I'll do a little bit of marking here. And I'll tell you, since we last saw each other, I actually took the Sashiko designs from the pocket guide, and I did a denim jacket, and so I did a little bit of stitching on the back, and then I did some stitching along the front. I did some half clamshells under one of the lapels, and I was really happy with how it turned out. So you can see that the marking goes pretty quickly, and I think I missed a few. Let's get those. So you just go through and you mark it, and you want to use a firm pressure. And then let me just take a peek and see if the magic worked. Yeah. So see right here, you can see the transfer that I've done. So I'm just going to do a little bit more to finish my one circle. And the nice thing about these is these are placed exactly as you'd want to do your stitches. So it makes it really easy to get an accurate stitch length. And so you can see right here, this white transfer paper just pops on this dark green. So I want to try it on something a little bit lighter just to show you the difference. So we've got this one that I just did here, so we're going to scooch it over to the side. And then I'm going to grab a piece that I had left over. I made a quilt using Jennifer Sampu's ombre fabric, and this is one of my pieces that I had left over. And so I thought it might be fun to just show you how it transfers on something that's a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to go ahead and place my piece again and start marking my circle. Okay, so you can see that this is quite a bit lighter than the other one, but you can still see it well enough to do your stitching. And the nice thing is, even if you're moving it around with your hands and rubbing it quite a bit, it still stays visible. So this is just a good example of what it would look like on the fabric. And then, as I mentioned, I'm going to show you one more thing on the green, and that is how to continue your design. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm going to use the clamshell, and we'll just show you how that works. So I'm going to just do this one and then show you how you meet it up. So you're doing your clamshell and you're marking it out, and so you get your marks down, and then the nice thing is the way this is designed is you can line it up right over the previous marks that you made. So let's just get that down here. And you can see I'm not using a whole lot of pressure, and I'm still getting good, nice crisp marks. So I've finished my marking on that side. So then what I can do is I can line it up. I can either use the half circle here, or I literally could meet up right here and just keep going. And so here I've met up, and I'm just going to keep going with my design, and you can see how it just carries through. So these stencils are really easy to use. You can fill a whole piece of fabric with a design if you want, or if you were, say, doing a kimono or something like that, you could do the whole design and mark it out in advance and then stitch it down. And that way you've got some wonderful handwork to do while you're sitting on the couch watching your favorite Netflix show. Okay, so you can see how mine lined up, and they lined up perfectly, and then I've got them marked on the fabric. So there you go. So that's how you make the design transfer over and do multiple designs. And it works with all of these. So if you were using this one, you would mark it and then you could go to the side, but then you could also bring it down lower and it'll just keep adding on to itself. The designs will. That's why we picked these 9 designs. So you've got these 9 right here. And they all will just go ahead and you can continue them on just like this one is here or this one here. You just put it together like a little puzzle. So enjoy the stencils. They're a lot of fun. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to CNT Publishing's YouTube channel. And then if you have any questions, please just put them in the comments. We check those regularly, and I'm always happy to get back to someone and let them know, give them more information if they have any questions. So thank you very much and have a great day.